guys? Welcome back to the front line. It's your girl Shamar. Come on in the cabin. Pull up a chair, guys. Things just got serious. You know, guys, when we did our episode about the golden calf, CRISPR, and a bull named Cosmo, I knew we were getting pretty close to this deity, right? And I knew that this was going to be the one to ruffle some feathers, guys. I want you guys to know something. We lost a subscriber. I am sad to see my subscribers go, believe me. But I'm never sad to see them go when I know I've brought the truth. My truth, anyway, right? We all wait and see who's going to be right. Anyhow, I'm never happy to see someone go. But like I said, when I first started with you guys, I never expected to have thousands of subscribers. I'm going to tell you why. Torah tells me this message is rejected. Yeah. I know before I come to the table, it's going to be rejected, thanks to the system that our oppressors set up when they came here. You won't believe me. And that's within your right to do. But you guys going to have to dig yourselves out from some major lies, and you're going to have to really trust on your Creator to get you out from under them. Because they pulled a major number on us when they invaded us, guys. They changed our whole social structure. Lucky for us over here on the front line, though, we've been wanting to know about those righteous men. We have been wanting to know. Because, guys, I found a major clue in one of our righteous men. Guys, before I got into the Torah study, I told you that one of the things that I used to like to do was research. And I found out that I was really good at it. There was somebody I was watching for like a year, and I caught on real quick. And listen, guys, I guess this is something that the Creator has put in me, and I'm appreciative of it. That these breadcrumbs that are left for me, I find them. And that is why when I first came to you guys, I told you my original thought was that we were going to do We the People and This is the Place type episodes, right? Because I can find stuff and I have a really good time doing that, right? But like I told you, once the Creator stopped me and showed me what was in Torah and pulled me off of that, I moved on to Torah. But guys, we just got pulled back into We the People and This is the Place. So it looks like we're going to have a little fun on the front line because that's one of my fun things to do. All right, guys? Maybe the Torah ain't so much fun to y'all because y'all don't understand it. I love the Torah. Every time I open that thing, I see something different. Thank you to my Creator for that. Those ain't my eyes seeing that. It's probably something in me epigenetically planted, from my X chromosome, but that is not within me personally, guys. So I'm thankful to my mother for that. So, guys, let's get into it because I got a 2-for-1 special today. Right, guys? Remember I told you Noah is one of our 3 men from our Hope for a Righteous Man series, right, guys? We just started that. I hope I didn't lose my subscriber that I'm actually about to shout out. I don't remember which subscriber it was that sent me this, but even if you did leave, you planted a good seed and I wish you had stuck around. One of my subscribers, after we did the episode for the golden calf, CRISPR and a bull named Cosmo, someone sent me the papal bull. Shout out to whoever that was. If it was you and you're listening, drop your name down in the comments so I can give you a shout out for the next episode. I really don't remember who it was, but thank you for that. Because that was the breadcrumb we needed. Because it took it from being this deity that the Israelites kept getting into bed with, uh, from of course, we know these deities have no power. So it took it from being an intangible thing to an actual doctrine, right? Yeah, guys, the bull is everywhere. It just so happened when they invaded us, they came with the papal bull. All right, guys, thank you for you dropping that subscriber, because that was a major clue for us, right? Tied it all together as to what we're going to get ready to get into. All right, guys, so it seems like I can't guess for the person that left, right, guys? But I think they left prematurely. I think people think I'm trying to go to the matriarchal line. Okay, guys? No, actually, I'm not, because that actually leads to separation, guys. Our society was egalitarian, guys. We practiced equality here. Nobody lorded over anybody here. We didn't need to. We were superior people. And you recognized me as your partner. So why would you feel the need to lord over me? I brought something to the table and you did too. So we didn't live like that here. That custom came to our shores, guys. And I'm going to prove it right here on the front line. We back in the We the People, and this is the place race, guys. And I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to have some fun because I'm very empowered in this category right here. I like to have a little bit of fun, guys. So listen, we're going to get a 2-for-1 special this week. We got somebody we're going to follow. Noah, guys. We're going to follow Noah, and we're going to do this in Genesis 9, right, guys? Because the Creator left us a clue. I like when the Creator leaves us clues. Let's get into it. I'm not going to make this long because it doesn't need to be. Let me move this floater out of the way. Let's go into this. So I call this Noah, a husbandman. Let's get into it, guys. Genesis 9, KJV. I told you guys that when Adam came out of that garden, disgruntled Adam, he was up to no good, guys. We know that we linked him to the Holy Roman Emperor over here. No, that was Moses, but we link him to Julius Caesar. Listen, guys, Adam is in the background. Adam is doing a lot, guys. Check it out. I'm going to show you just what I mean when we get towards the end of this episode. All right, guys? All right. So Genesis 9. We're going to give them the KJV until we get together as a group, guys, and figure out which book we want to go together forward with. Told you I like the Berean, but I like the interlinear too. So, all right. And God blessed Noah and his sons. And this is after the flood, guys, okay? So I got to bring you up to speed. And God blessed Noah at... Pause. We will go back and dig more into Noah, but I had to start here with Noah. To piggyback off of that last episode, guys, is bow in your home. See, nobody wants to listen to me, so I understand. I have to show y'all the proof is right here. Let's do it. I got no problem doing that. I want to earn you guys' trust, so let's go. King James Version, right? It's after the flood. So at one point, guys, we'll go back to prior to the flood to really get an idea of what Noah was doing. See, because Noah was sounding off for I thought somebody said for 40 years or something prior to the flood. No one listened to him. He was rejected, but I bet you he felt good when he got into that ark. I'm going for that goal, guys. You know, would I like to keep all my subscribers? Yeah, I would have liked to. That 73 was really cute to me. It had a little number behind it and everything, guys. But listen, I'm here to do the Creator's work. And the Creator already showed me. If this message wasn't going to be rejected, there wouldn't be just 1/10 of the men left, guys. This is going to be very ironic because you have to hear it from me. I am the Creator's ambassador at this point, the woman, because that was always my role. You guys listen, our oppressors taught us this custom in the house as we know it today. And I'm going to show y'all. Let's go. I'm going to show you what the Creator wanted and what he saw in Noah. Let's go. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Sidebar, guys. Sidebar, guys. Did you know that fruitful is what Ephraim means? Funny how the Creator kept saying fruitful in here. Be fruitful. And later on we get a tribe named Fruitful, and we're not connecting the dots here. What's going on, guys, that we're not trusting our own brains? That's been being dropped for the longest time. And fruitful means Ephraim, guys. Let's go. You want to know why Ephraim was a cake unturned? Let's go. Number 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb. Have I given you all these things? But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man, guys. Whoso sheddeth man's blood by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you, be ye fruitful, and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. We're going to go down to 8. And God spake unto Noah, and said to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, number 16, guys. And I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. Guys, what did I tell y'all last week when we were doing that study? And I said, hey, this method of tracking down these proteins. Excuse me, guys, let me take a sip of my coffee. Because we're brewing and baking today. I said to you guys, the name of that machine, and strikingly odd that it would be 3 families of proteins, is reminding me of Shem, Noah's son. Okay, guys, and we're going to dig on that later on. I can't go over every stone that I turned. What? I'm talking to you. I don't know what that is, but we're back, guys. All right, number 16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon... Oh, past that already. We're at 20. This is the important verse right here, guys. This is what we're here for. Because I have to prove my point that when I told you that this wasn't no Israelite custom, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to verse 20. And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, guys. That's what Noah did. Let's keep going. And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment, and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward, and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awake from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem. And Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, guys. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Wonder why Noah lived so long, guys. His wife must have been really intact, guys. What was it about Noah? Noah is one of our, and I want to point out something before I get into Noah real quick, guys. Let's go back down here to Ham real quick. It says here, Ham saw the nakedness of his father and did not cover him, guys. Listen, we're not supposed to see the nakedness of a stranger in the street, according to Isaiah 58, and not cover them. So I guess we know what Ham's crime was here. You know, according to the true Sabbath, we're commanded to not to see a stranger in the street naked. And we're also commanded to draw close to our flesh. So he violated 2 Sabbath commandments, guys, right there in our faces. And we didn't know that was what it was about because we were waiting for the men to tell us. And tells us in 2:14 they can't tell us. Okay, guys, at some point, I think y'all going to have a reckoning. Everything in the Torah is showing me that they can't tell us, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what Torah is telling me. And I told you, I believe Torah, and I'll never apologize for that. I believe Torah. Let's keep going. Let's go back up to verse 20, because I want to hone back in on what we're all here for. Noah, it says, began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. Doesn't say that Noah began to be a husband, guys. It said Noah began to be a husbandman. I wonder if those are 2 different things, guys, and they've been having us think, once again, that it means what the contemporary meaning is. You know, the ruler of the house, the Lord, the husband. I ain't making this stuff up, guys. Come on, let's go on our journey. All right, hold on to that word husbandman. Okay, guys, because we're going to go on the We the People and This is the Place journey real quick. I think we're going to be stuck here for a little while too, guys. I want to have a little bit of fun with this. Thank you, Creator, for letting me flex my muscle a little bit in this. I never thought I'd get an opportunity to. All right, guys, let's throw that away. We're not going to come to the etymology of husbandman yet. Not quite yet. Because before we do that, I want to take y'all to the definition of husband. All right, guys, let's go for it. This right here, guys, is the KJV, the beloved KJV, the 1611. Let's read what it says about the definition of a husband. Husband. I told you guys that word splits up to house and bond. House bondage. That's what you're getting into bed with when you deal with the oppressor. That's their version of husband. That is not our custom. Our custom was a husbandman, and I'm going to prove it. Come on. Number 1, a man contracted or joined to a woman by marriage. A man to whom a woman is betrothed, as well as one actually united by marriage, is called a husband. It says here that you can find this in Leviticus 19 and Deuteronomy 22. I don't believe that, well, while this definition is just saying that they're united, I don't believe, well, let's get into it. Keep on going. I'd rather show you what I mean. Number 2, in seaman's language, the owner of a ship who manages its concerns in person. Okay. Did any of y'all know that that was like maritime law language right here? That a husband is the owner of a ship? And basically, I guess, the lord of everybody on that ship? Okay, so now we're getting a better idea and understanding of what this husband means, right, guys? Number 3, I thought this was real interesting, guys. And one day we're going to have to get in this. Number 3, the male of animal of a lower order. Are you calling yourself this? Israel. We running around calling ourselves this? I told y'all in my last episode I had 3 of them. We never even knew what husband actually meant, guys. The male of animals of a lower order. What lower order, guys? What animals? We'll have to get into that one day, but we don't have the time right now. I thought that was real curious. Here's what we're here for, though. We're here for number 4 and 5, guys, so let's get into it. An economist, a good manager, a man who knows and practices the methods of frugality and profit. In this sense, the word is modified by an epithet. As a good husband, a bad husband. Hone in on these italicized words here, guys. But in America, this application of the word is little or not at all used. I'm going to read that whole sentence again, guys. The definition of a husband, all right? This is our oppressors' definition, right? They invaded us. This is the KJV. This is what they was bringing to our shores. An economist, a good manager, a man who knows and practices the methods of frugality and profit. In this sense, the word is modified by an epithet. As a good husband, a bad husband. But in America, the application of this word is little or not at all used. Right here, guys. We all claiming we indigenous, right? Guess what? The indigenous people didn't use this word husband. Shout out to my subscriber who sent that paper bull. Great, great, great. Thank you. You're guiding this one. Shout out to you. I really want you to drop that. Yeah, I don't know if it was Instagram or in here, but I really want you to drop your name down in the comments and really get your flowers on that one, man, because we're going into This Is the Place and We the People, and we're going to prove that we didn't have those customs. We were not like the other nations. And we should have been proud of that. But now we struggle to believe that we weren't like the other nations, and here are women. The very people that are going to be commissioned to bring this message to you guys. Who has the epigenetic memory, guys? The woman. Let's go. Let's get to number 5 because we ain't done yet. A farmer. This is what a husband was supposed to be, right? This is what kind of sort of, this is what Noah was doing. But see, our oppressors took this word and put their own flip on it. So you'll see the actual word of what Noah was doing, which is tilling the ground, which was what was told to Adam, guys. Come on. Number 5. The Creator didn't tell Adam to become no economist, no good manager. He told him to earn his food by the sweat of his brow, and that the ground would grow thorn and thistles. That's not what the ground grew, it sounds like, for Noah. And we don't know grapes to grow thorns. Right, guys? That didn't grow for Noah. Noah was growing grapes. Job was growing barley. They were tilling, and they were getting results. I wonder why. Number 5. A farmer, a cultivator, a tiller of the ground. In this sense, it is not used in America. We always use, right here, guys, husbandman. But Shamar don't know what she's talking about, guys. I guess I got to throw my hat in the ring with the fellas that are all screaming from the roof that this is the place and we the people, and then maybe y'all start believing me when I'm talking about this Torah. Because that's the only thing that seems relevant to Israel right now. We're so caught up in this stumbling block that we don't even see the true issue here. We do not even see what our transgression is. We do not even see how the Creator is trying to guide us back. We can't even believe our own eyes when Isaiah is telling us this is for the men. And we acting like we don't know why, but I'm over here telling you why. Naomi's over there telling you why. Creator already told me you won't believe us. Only a tenth of the men are going to be left. It's going to be a small room, guys. All right, let's keep on going. Husband, to direct and manage with frugality in expending anything, to use or employ in the manner best suited to produce the greatest effect, to use with economy. That's not what the Creator said. We say a man husbands his estate. What estate? His means or his time. What estate? Because the Creator said in our custom that the inheritance is the woman's. She is the manager of the household. Okay, guys, I'm going to take you to it, and we're going to see if this was an Israelite custom here in the Americas, guys. Before our oppressors came in and showed us this husband with that contract that you go down there and you get from their city hall. Oh, I was guilty of this too, guys. I'm stepping on my own toes too. All right, it says, he is conscious how ill he was husbanded, the great deposit of his Creator. Wow. To till, to cultivate with good management, to supply with a husband. Little used. We weren't using this word. Y'all thought I was joking. Husbandable, manageable with economy. Husbanded, managed with economy. Husbanding, using or managing with frugality. This is money management, guys. This is the Wall Street. This is not what the Creator told us to do. Why do you think that bull's on Wall Street? Now I know. I used to go down there, guys. This is all making sense to me now. Because economy was their God. The bull is their God. They get to sit home. They're not going to go out in the fields and work like the Creator deemed it, like Noah did, like obviously Job did. They don't want to do that. They want it easy, guys. Let's go back up to that one more time, because guys, I feel real good finding this little last sentence here on number 4 and 5. It says here the word husband. In America, this application of the word is little to not at all used. Right there. And right here it says we always use husbandman. Israel, we always used husbandmen. Let's go over here to the native people. Now, guys, I want to stay true to myself. So now that we're doing We're the People and This is the Place, I guess I got to establish like some language to get us moving along with this new area of discovery. So listen, we know that these losers have planted seeds of misinformation. Oh, did I say fair use? Fair use, the purposes of education and criticism. We know that these people have planted seeds everywhere. So is this going to be an article specific to our tribe? Probably not, but it's going to be a general overview. And will it be us, the people? Probably not. Come on, guys, let's keep it real. But it's going to give a general overview because they really like to tote about what happened when they came in here and how they took over. They glorified themselves. So, guys, let's get into this article about the culture here, guys. Was this a custom here? Come on, guys. Oh, I got article after article. This is just a quick pop-in, guys. I can't wait to get started on this one. Native people then and now, a historical and cultural context. It's difficult to discuss ending violence against Native women. Why don't I enlarge that just a little bit? Without addressing the intersection of colonization. I wonder why, guys. What violence took place against the Native women here when the colonizers came in? This is new to me. I mean, we knew that as a collective we suffered, right? But was there something added that the women endured? Let's see. It is difficult to discuss ending violence against Native women without addressing the intersection of colonization internalized oppression, and centuries of genocide and their impact on the lives of Native women and the continuation of Native life, families, language, tradition, and the culture of Native communities. The abuse. Guys, let's go back up to that word genocide right here. Do you know that there is no antonym for the word femicide? I wonder why, guys. Let me tell you something. The biggest cell in the man's body is the motor neuron. The biggest cell in the woman's body is the egg cell, guys. We're two different creatures, two different purposes. Of course, we can't get into an all-out brawl with each other. Right, guys? We weren't supposed to be. We were supposed to be complementing each other. And when I say that, bringing his powers, those motor neurons, he's out there tilling the earth. Okay, guys? And I bring what I bring from my mother to the table. There are two creators, guys, and they work in an, I guess we would call it egalitarian manner. You know what I'm saying? There's equality. So why would there not be equality here? There wasn't supposed to be a patriarch and there wasn't supposed to be a matriarch. It was supposed to be equality, is what I believe our Creator is showing us. But because there wasn't, Ezekiel 18 is coming, guys. Because there has not been equality. Because you guys ate this teaching up. You wanted to be the husband. You wanted to be the Lord. It was honey in your ears and wormwood in your stomach. And because of that, the kids ate your sour grapes. Let's keep going. So what abuse are they talking about, right? Right here. The Native women. The women are sacred. Oh, so they've got this movement called the Women Are Sacred. It's a movement that came into fruition as a result of hundreds of years of broken treaties, discrimination, oppression, and violence against Native women. What are they talking about, guys? The Women Are Sacred movement focused on identifying struggles and solutions to make change and nurture a growing network of Native people and allies to end violence against Native women who are battered and sexually assaulted and their children. It's still happening, guys. All right, guys. This is the paragraph we came for right here. Actually like that little picture. That hair looks a lot more textured to me, guys. Okay. Before the Native peoples were colonized, this is really important that y'all hear this. Before the Native peoples were colonized by Europeans, Native communities were, for the most part, egalitarian. Women actively participated in social, economical, and political decision-making in their daily lives. In fact, as creators of life and carriers of culture, they were central to the survival of their people. Since colonization, Native women have suffered multiple oppressions, including gender violence. What did I say, guys? There is no antonym for femicide. They have suffered racism and class oppression. What do you know? It says here, up until this day, it was still happening. But no, guys, we know who the Native women are. And we know we're suffering this oppression. And we know that some of our men are with women of other nations, guys. We got to keep this real. You know, according to Ruth, I got to dig on more of these passages she's finding, but I get torn in so many different directions that it's going to get real ugly out here, guys. Pretty soon, Israel has a reckoning coming, guys. And I'm here to tell you, you're either getting tapped on the shoulder by mother and guided over here, or you're not. It is my hope that you're being tapped on the shoulder and guided over here, because we're learning what it takes to be a righteous man. We're learning how you can be in that tent, how you could be like Noah and come out of this. I already showed you how Job could have come out of this, right? We did that one already. Let's show you Noah. Let's look up this word husbandman, because it said Noah became a husbandman. It's the first reference to it that we saw, guys. All right. It says here for this etymology, head of a family, as farmer, tiller of the soil, from husband plus man. What are they doing there, guys? Yeah. It's a compounded word. It's not a separate word, guys. The oppressors tried to separate it and make it husband. So let's find out what that husband is to them. We already read it in the KJV. Husband. Old English. Husbanda. Male head of a household. Master of a household. Householder. Probably from Old Norse. Husbandi. Are we Norse people? No, we're Israelite, guys. So this is saying that this word is probably from Old Norse. Not to say some of our folks weren't there, but that wasn't our custom. We were saying husbandman. All right. Master of the house, literally house dweller, from hus, which means house. All right. Bondi, householder, dweller, freeholder, peasant. Okay. Present particle of bois, to dwell. To be, exist, grow, compare, bond. Guys, we already know what bond is. It's the root word for bondage, guys, so come on. Slang shortening hubby is attested by 1680s. Beginning late 13th century, it replaced Old English were as married man in relation to his wife and became the companion word of wife. A sad loss of English poetry. Wife, a sad loss of English poetry. Old English were, in the broad sense, man, male person. Yeah, it sounds like wereman. Yeah, werewolf right here, it says. Right? Is preserved in werewolf. Guys, this definition for man really threw me for a loop, but hey. Man, a featherless plantigrade, biped mammal of the genus Homo. Old English man, human being, person, brave man, hero. Guys, sidebar, my last name means manly man. Manly man. Andrews. Also, servant, vassal, adult male considered as under the control of another person. Adult male considered as under the control of another person? What control is this man under? Are you telling me that the man isn't supposed to rule? It sounds like he's under the control of another person. Whose control is he supposed to be under? We ain't going to get into that, but that's a very interesting sentence to be in there. Didn't notice that. All right, guys. Right here, servant, a vassal, adult, male, considered as under the control of under another person. That's crazy. All right, Old Norse, mana, man, sometimes connected to root men, to think, which would make the good sense of man, one who has intelligence, but not all linguists accept this. Lieberman, for instance, writes, most probably man, human being, is a secularized divine name. Look at this, they want to make it a divine name. Believed to be the progenitor of the human race. How? He's not the mother of the living. That's not what Torah told us. Let's go down here. Specific sense of adult male of the human race from a woman or boy, distinguished from a woman or boy, is by late Old English. Old English used were and with to distinguish between the sexes, but were began to disappear late 13th century and was replaced by man. Universal sense of the word remains in mankind and manslaughter. Similarly, Latin had homo, human being, and ver, adult male human being. But they merged in Vulgar Latin with homo, extended to both senses. A like evolution took place in Slavonic languages, and in some of them the word has narrowed to mean husband. Pi had two other man roots, freeman. Old Irish fur, wear, an inner, a title more of honor. Armenian, whenever there's going to be trouble, you're going to see that Armenian in there, guys. I already told y'all that's Adam. Man also is in Old English as an indefinite pronoun. One, people, they. Huh. So man used to mean one, people, they. They're saying here, nah, 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 nah. This is where they want to try to sneak in. Excuse me, guys. This is where they want to try to sneak in. I'm glad they did that right here. So that makes it more apparent what I'm trying to tell you. In Old English, they tried to make man one, people, and they, because they didn't want the man to be alone in his curse. Remember, guys, this is when we were reading that Adam left with Eve. They left. No, the man left, guys. The Old English people want you to believe that they left. They want you to believe they left instead of the man left. Right here, guys. They're showing you. See? As a woman's lover, a man's man. Colloquial use of the man for the boss. To be man or mouse, be brave or timid. You can't be the mouse. The mouse's Y cell is very robust, guys. Man about town. Okay, why would they have under here a farmer, guys? Let's get to the most important part here, guys. This is what we're on this journey for. Sorry, I took the long way, but I'd like to show y'all everything that's in there. Right here, says here that a husbandman is related to the word farmer. One who collects taxes. From the former French. The French were using this word farmer, guys. It wasn't us. We were using husbandman. They are using husband. They are using farmer. We are using husbandman. Let's keep reading. Because to them, a farmer is one who just collects taxes, guys. All right, this is from the French. It also says a leaseholder from medieval Latin, from Marius, from firmer, fixed, payment. See farm in the agricultural sense. 1590s. All right, guys, we know when we got invaded. Look at that. In the 1590s, replacing native words of CHURL and husbandman. What did I say, guys? Husbandman was our word. It wasn't farmer, and it darn sure wasn't husband. And what was CHURL? Let's hit CHURL. I'm curious. Old English, Cyril, peasant, one of the lowest class of freemen. But we were free, it says here. Sorry, let's go back up. We were free. Daggone it, why can't I press freeman? There we go. We were free, guys. Right there, it told us. Creator gave us our freedom. Of course we were free. But we kept wanting a king over us. Old English Corey, peasant, one of the lowest class of freemen, man without rank. From Proto-Germanic, curlus, carlus, man, fellow, middle, low, man. They got husband here. Oh, that's where the low-ranking man is. Okay. It had various meaning in early Middle English, including a man of the common people, a countryman. A countryman. Why would they call you a countryman? Why would they call you a husbandman? Why would they call you a free peasant? Go ahead, I'm gonna highlight this whole, don't you do it. Oh, here we go. I'll highlight this whole paragraph right here. Listen, guys. You know, I've had the men tell me about those European customs that I had adopted, that I had to let go of. You know, the weaves, the fingernails, the tight-fitting clothing and things like that. That's not Israel. We're not harlots. We're not the other nation, guys. And I listened to you, men. You were right. It would behoove you to listen to me now. You were not a husband. It says right here, guys, you were a countryman. You were a husbandman. You were a free peasant, it says. By 1300s, it meant bondman, or villain. Also a fellow of low birth or rude manners. Who told you you were that? The Europeans that came to the shores. I ain't got time to say what they look like. We ain't no fools over here, though. I'm going to be honest, guys. Said the scepter would not depart from Judah nor lawgiver from between his feet until the rightful ruler comes. I think I know why Ephraim is a cake unturned. I think he was burnt by his brothers. Look here, guys. We were a husbandman. Our men were husbandmen. You were a curl. For words for common man that acquire an insulting flavor over time, compare a bore. Sounds like more, doesn't it? Compare villain. In this case, however, the same word also has come to mean king in many languages. Thanks to Charlemagne, the villain, the common man, was made the king. Right here, guys. Y'all better get to digging. Entries linked to curl boar, countryman, peasant, farmer, rustic, from the old French bouvier, herdsman. I wonder why they were herdsmen, cows and oxes. This was reinforced by or merged with the native Old English geber, dweller, farmer, peasant. Because they wanted you to be an economist, because this was low man stuff right here. A word of involved history in and out of English, though the ultimate etymology is clear enough. In English, it often was applied to agricultural labors in or from other lands, as opposed to the native yeoman. The negative transfer sense of one who is rude in manners, attested by 1560s in boorish. Guys, what is this boorish? Bet you never seen that nowhere. Shamar is on a roll, guys. Thank you, Creator, for bringing me back to this type of stuff, because I love this, guys. What is boorish, guys? Says boorish is from the city dwellers' notion of clownish rustics, related boorishness. I can't make this stuff, guys. Look it up. Charlemagne, king of the Franks, call from the great. Charlemagne, wasn't he running around with the Rus? Sorry, Dad, I got to do it. You got here, it's related to Earl, boy, curl servant. That's why they called you a boy when they got ready to, guys. Oh, this is making sense. It says when we were in captivity, what do they like to call us, guys? A boy. Hey, boy, get on over here, boy. Boy, servant, commoner, knife. Generally young and male. A rascal, a ruffian, urchin, as male child before puberty. A word of unknown origin, possibly from the Old French, one fettered. Iron yoke, leather collar. They called you with a yoke on your neck because your woman and you were equal. Word for boy doubled as servant, attendant. Ragazzo, French. Garçon, we all seen that movie. Garçon. It's difficult to say which meaning came first, but it also appears to be identical with the East Frisian boy, young gentleman. Guys, a traditional relationship to babe. Another conjecture. In Old English, only the proper name boya has been recorded. Mean boy meant curl servant, and rarely devil. They were calling you the devil. Israel, did you know that? Men, did you know that? To be a curl, which was what was your native to hear. Curl and husbandman. They flipped it, made you a boy and a servant. They made it a negative connotation and instead made you want to be a husband. And they also linked it to devil. In text, the meaning male child does not antedate 1400s. Mode boy looks like a semantic blend of an onomatopoeic word for an evil spirit and a baby word for brother. Use lightly of men in Middle English also is familiar or contemporaneous use of criminal. Toughs or men in the armed service. Do you see what they're telling you guys? This is the roadmap for what they've done to our community. It says here you were going to be a criminal, a lowly servant. In some local uses, a man without reference to age. Says it was used as a man without reference to age in Cornwall, Ireland, and the far west of the U.S. I wonder why. Guys, these are the places they took over. I showed you guys that Jeremiah escaped to Ireland. Oh, we didn't get there yet. Guys, listen. When we get to Tamar, we got to do this. We the people, and this is the place. Extended from Boyo is attested from 1870. Emphatic exclamation. Oh boy, typical of a conventional romance. Boy meets girl, boy crazy. A noticeable number of modern words for boy, girl, and child were originally colloquial nicknames, derogatory or whimsical, in part endearing and finally commonplace. These, as is natural, are the most diverse and in part obscure origins, guys. Boy, girl, and child weren't used frequently. All right, guys, they got babe here associated with Babel. Did you know that? We can't get into all of this right now, guys. I just came here to show you guys that we weren't calling ourselves husband. And what do you know? They were calling you boy. So much so that you wanted to call yourself husband. And then you want us to do it too. Well, Israel, I'm here to tell you that's not our custom. All right? You might be able to get away with here, it says a countryman. All right? You might be able to get with, you got bondsman, villain as derogatory terms, but that wasn't the case, guys. We were husbandmen and free peasants. And you want to know what? Noah was a husbandman. The woman didn't take your right as the head of a family, guys. Maybe she was the economist. Maybe she managed the finances. She didn't take your right as the head of a family. She complemented your right to the head. There was no head. It sounds like the woman and you were the head. Egalitarianism. That's what we had here. And you know what? We also had husbandman, a person who cultivates the land. Much love to you guys from the front line. I'm going to do my best to really prove to you guys that it looks like we still have some customs that we need to get rid of that are not true to Israel. Much love from the front line, guys. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for your subscription. See you guys next week.